Shooting with a big crew is one thing, but when you are just shooting with you and one other person, communication between each other is arguably even more important. There's more things to do with less people. My wife and I shoot live events for a membership club out in Malibu, and we do some small commercials here and there as well. And on 99.9% of our shoots, it's just me and her. No massive crew, no assistants, just us handling everything from cameras to sometimes audio to sometimes lighting. And even though sometimes when we are shooting, we're just like a few feet apart, standing next to each other, getting different angles, we realized how much time we wasted just having to shuffle over to each other just to talk over loud venues.
You gotta be freaking kidding me.
Music, screaming kids. That's something where the Synco XPro5 comes in handy, and we just talk to each other way more effectively nowadays because of this piece of gear. So let's talk a little bit about this and show you guys how we use it on set. Okay, so here's how me and my wife work, just to give you guys a picture of what's going on. When we get to the event or the venue, we usually start out together by grabbing wide shots of the event, just so that we can have some establishing shots and maybe some close-ups of the front entrance and of people as they're walking into the event.
Let me get a wider shot. Dude, the flare is crazy though. Bad. Maybe like from here. Yeah, here's better. Okay, nice. Okay. Oh, perfect. Uh-oh.
After that, we just start splitting off because we just want to make sure that we grab all the different angles, all the different perspectives, and all the action that's going on as much as possible as we can as a two-man team. And there have been times where she sees something going on her side of the event that she can't cover because she's on the close-up. So she'll text me or she'll call me or we'll do some hand signals. And sometimes I might not get the call or I might not see the text depending on how zoned in I am on, you know, where I'm shooting or what I'm shooting. And I'll check my phone like 15 minutes later and be like, oh shoot, I was supposed to go over there like 10 minutes ago or 15 minutes ago, and then she'll probably get mad at me for not checking my phone. So now with these headsets, we don't have to worry about, oh, what's going on the other side. We can just talk right into the headset, and in real time, we can know exactly what's going on, whether or not the other person needs to come over to grab shots, or vice versa.
Oh, I'm at the bounce house right now. You want me to come back up?
And even if we are standing next to each other like a few feet apart, it's just nice to have these headsets and have the other person hear it clearly, because there's live event stuff, always distractions everywhere around you. And the audio coming from the headsets is really nice because of the noise cancellation on the mic. It just cuts out a lot of the background noises from your environment, and you're able to just hear the other person very clearly. It's a full duplex system, which means that we can both talk at the same time and have the audio not cut out for the other person. Sometimes we'll be like, hey, did you get the shot? Because blah, 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 blah. And the other person would already have responded before you finish sentence, be like, yeah, I got the shot. It was over, blah, blah, blah. We can hear each other perfectly fine without having to repeat each other because a sound cut out for the other person. And even when my wife isn't shooting and she's just using her director's monitor, she doesn't need to be right next to me all the time in order to tell me, oh, we need a different angle, or can we get the shot over here instead? She can be sitting down, resting her legs, and we can still have clear and effective communication. And I remember one time when she wasn't feeling well, it was like after a 10-hour shoot or something like that, towards the end of the night. And because we still had these headsets on, we were like 1,000 feet apart and inside a car. She had her monitor and had her headset on, and she was still able to see exactly what I was shooting and just tell me like, hey, can we get shots of the food? Let's get a different angle, shots of the kids. And that was honestly pretty impressive with these headsets. And it's also good for me because I like to listen with my eyes because I like to read the other person's lips. It's weird, I know. And so with these headsets, I don't have to break focus. Like, I'm not turning away from the camera in order to see what the other person or hear what the other person is saying. I can just have these headsets on, and then I can just focus on my shot, looking at my camera, staying focused the entire time.
Bounce house? Oh, one guy down there. You see him? That's it. You want me to come down? Okay, hold on. There's the play right now. Okay, all right.
And when we're taking a break or we are talking with someone from the venue or from the event, we simply just flip the mic up like this, and that mutes all communication.
Hi. Good.
And then when we need to unmute, we just flip it down like this. It can also go the other side, which is cool. So then if you like to put it on your other ear like this, you can. And usually when we put the headsets on at the beginning of the shoot, we don't take it off like rarely ever take it off unless we're like eating or we're actually taking a longer extended break. So that means we're wearing these headsets anywhere from like 90 minutes to 5 hours, sometimes even longer on longer shoot days. Thankfully though, this is lightweight. It's not like super heavy. You know, like those gaming headsets where they kind of like weigh on you after a little bit. These don't do that, and I've never felt any discomfort, mostly because of the thicker padding that it has. You can tell that it's like pretty squish. Look at that. Like this is for the head side. For the headband part, it doesn't have as much padding, but it's fine. And for the ear part, it's like really squishy, which I like. And these bands are fully customizable and fully adjustable, so you can adjust it to exactly how your head shape is. And both of the padding here are replaceable. This is attached via Velcro right here, and then this one, you just simply twist it off like that, and then you can replace a new one after this one has worn out. And as well as the foam cover for the microphone. Also, the battery life is great. Little battery goes inside of the compartment right here, looks like that. And there have been times where I have actually forgotten to charge the battery after like a 6-hour shoot, and I get to set next day and I'm like, oh shoot, I forgot to charge the battery. That's not good, I hope it still works. And yeah, it easily lasted us for another 6-hour shoot. On the B&H website, they do say that it's rated for 24 hours of use, and obviously we've never gotten to that limit, so we don't know if that is the case, but I'm sure it's a very long battery life. There have also been times where we've forgotten to turn off the actual headset, and I get to set the next time, and I see that the power is still on. I'm like, oh, it's probably dead. But surprisingly, we turn it off and on, and then you can hear the power on sound, and we're still able to use it on a full day of shooting without it dying on us. So one thing that I do wish was a little bit better on the build quality wise is the mic stalk thing here. So usually we have it on like this, and we adjust it so that the mic is right next to our mouth like this. Now when I'm shooting especially, I'm on the gimbal and I'm like turning around looking at my surroundings to make sure that I'm not like bumping into stuff. So if I turn a little bit too suddenly like that, sometimes you'll see that this mic will just like go away from my mouth. And I wish it was a little bit less flimsy. I get it, you know, why you would want a little flimsy mic stalk like this, but in my opinion, it's a little bit too flimsy where any sort of like slight movement will make it change its shape. So if I hold it like this and I just go like that, you can tell that it's, you know, flopping down already. So a little bit annoying, but it's not a deal breaker for me personally. Without a doubt, this is something that lives in my Pelican case from now until the end of time. Because this thing is just so useful. I actually have a set of 5, but we use 2 of them at all times. Maybe for in the future when we have a bigger crew, then we can bring out all 5 together. But communicating now is so much better, so much more efficient, so much faster. No more hand signals, no more phone calls, no more text messages. And as a team of 2, the XPro5 is definitely a game changer for us. All right, that's it for this video. Let me know if you have any questions down in the comments below, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.